welcome to Milaca softball field, where I am getting you set for game one of a doubleheader between the Pequot Lakes Patriots and the Milaca Wolves. Frank the Tank Parkinson with you on YourLiveEvent.com for the Aurora Automotive pregame show. Pequot Lakes District teachers and staff, Aurora Automotive is pleased to offer pickup and drop off to your vehicles when you schedule service, helping you keep your focus on your class and duties. Auto repair for all vehicles, Aurora Automotive, Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Crowd starting to file in here in Milaca Field, and the sun is shining, which makes it feel a lot warmer than I prepared for. Got a few coats hanging on the back of my chair, but I don't want to jinx it, but it is nice as we speak. Coming up on the Aurora Automotive pregame show, we'll take a look at how these two teams measure up, hear from both head coaches of the Pequot Lakes Patriots and the Milaca Wolves, and get you the starting lineups ahead of today's first pitch here in game one of a doubleheader. You're listening on YourLiveEvent.com.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at schruppexcavating.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies.
Welcome back to the Aurora Automotive pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com. Frank the Tank Parkinson with you at Milaca softball field, getting you set for game one of a doubleheader between the Pequot Lakes Patriots and the Milaca Wolves. Let's take a look at how these two teams measure up, which is brought to you by Stonemark Land Surveying. Contact Stonemark Land Surveying in Pequot Lakes for your property boundary measurement needs. Visit stonemarksurvey.com, where every foot counts. The visiting Pequot Lakes Patriots bring in an overall record of 6 wins, 6 losses, coming off of a 13-3 blowout victory over Pillager. It's been an up-and-down start for these Patriots, starting 1-5, but they have a golden opportunity today to get above the 500 mark as they are coming into form, winning 6 of their last 7 games. On the other side of things, the Milaca Wolves bring in a winless record of 0 wins, 14 losses, coming off of a 5-1 loss to Mille Lacs yesterday afternoon. They're in the midst of a 5-game run this week. The Wolves' offense has been stagnant of late, scoring just 10 combined runs over their 5 previous games. Milaca met with Pequot Lakes twice last year, splitting the season series at 1 apiece. Coming up next here on the Aurora Automotive pregame show, we'll hear from head coach of the Milaca Wolves, followed by a conversation with the head coach of the Pequot Lakes Patriots. You're listening to the Aurora Automotive pregame show. Aurora Automotive, your close-to-home choice for automotive repair and maintenance. Our crew is focused with keeping you safe on the road now, while also focusing on the future of auto repair for all vehicles. Aurora Automotive, Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at schruppexcavating.com.
Welcome back to the Aurora Automotive pregame show here on YourLiveEvent.com. Standing by with head coach of the Milaca Wolves, Ellen Greener. Coach, you squared off against Isle yesterday. How did that game kind of play out?
We are coming into it on a Monday. We have 5 games this week, and so we were hopeful that we could get a win. We thought this would be a game that was beatable. We did end up losing 5-1 to them.
What does the approach look like when you have that many games in a row and you don't really get that much time to practice?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you think back to the month of March where you're in the gym for weeks on end and you're like, did we cover everything? And then inevitably you get into the games and you're like, crap, we forgot to cover that and that and that. And so you try to just teach as you go and then take a great opportunity of the practices you do get in the week.
Where have you seen the most improvement in your team from the first game until now going into tonight?
Yeah, we always talk about like what's the next best thing. So we think about what's the next play. So I think a lot of our girls they know what play they need to make, and then immediately afterwards they're looking for that next best play. And so we've seen some improvement in that area.
And what's your team's approach been in the batter's box this year?
Swing early, try to slow that ball down in your mind so that you can see it all the way into the strike zone and make good contact.
And what have you seen from your pitching staff so far this year?
Pitching staff, we have a returner. She's actually one of our 2 returners. We graduated quite a few last year. Bryn, she's our junior, and she is consistent, likes to hit her spots. Still working on some differences in speeds, but otherwise very consistent.
Can we expect to see the same starter in both the games tonight, or you kind of play by ear?
Ooh, it's always a play by ear.
Yeah.
We never really know.
And what are the keys to getting your first win of the year?
First win, have grit. Get back in the box, get back out on your defensive position, never give up. It's hard when you're at this point in the season with no wins. It's like, how do you find the encouragement? So we try to tell them to get back out there and do the next best thing.
And do you stress short-term memory with your team kind of next at bat?
Yeah, definitely. Being a learner of the game, right? Instead of just a physical learner, being a mental learner. Remembering what that girl did the last time she was up to bat defensively. Did she bunt? Did she hit down the left field line? Just
mental
trying
notes.
to remember that. Yep.
What would a win mean to your team today?
I don't know. For our girls, I don't even know if they would realize it if they won. But coaches, we're so ready for one. So.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Best of luck today.
Yep. Thanks, Frank.
We'll be back on the Aurora Automotive pregame show on yourliveevent.com.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stumper brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at shruppexcavating.com.
Welcome back to the Aurora Automotive pregame show on yourliveevent.com. I'm standing by with head coach of the Pequot Lakes Patriots softball team, Brett Sargent. Coach, your team had kind of a lot of ups and downs to start the year, but lately it seems like it's been more ups than downs. Where have you seen the most improvement in this team?
We've started to hit the ball a little better. Like you said, we've had ups and downs. First week we went 0-5 and we were hitting 174 as a team, and then we went 5-0 the next week and our batting average went up to about 206, and now we're up to about 234, which if we can get to 250 by the end of the season and keep playing defense and get the pitching we'll be all right.
What has changed with the approach at the plate? Just catching a rhythm or more patience?
I would say that we're starting to look for our pitches a little better. We're starting to our approach to hitting is improved. We've done a lot of working on the tee work just to get our swings down, but we've also talked more about the mental approach too. So
you're coming off a win over Pillager. How did that game play out?
Well, I wanted to get off to a quick start, and we did not, but we had, we were down 3-0 or 2-0, and then we third and fifth and sixth inning, we had big innings, and the bats came around, and we were able to run. We took advantage of some throwing deals, and it worked out well.
When your team reaches base safely, are they aggressive on the base paths?
We're getting there.
Yeah.
We've really worked hard on that the last 3 years, and this year we have a lot of team speed, and they're starting to figure out, we're taking extra bases, we're being a little more aggressive, and we're actually manufacturing runs because of that.
What have you seen from pitching staff so far this year?
Well, George is a 3-year starter for us. She's been pitching. She's been our main pitcher since her sophomore year, and she's always around the plate. I mean, she probably throws 2/3 strikes, and that, if she gets off to a good start, we get off to a good start. And then Lydia's pitched a few games for us, and when she gets ahead in the count, she's a lot tougher also. So, we're kind of a work in progress, but we have, you know, Georgia's real solid, and she's given us a chance to win every game. So that's all you can ask.
And when you have a 1-5 start and you bounce back from that, that has to be some leadership in that team and in that dugout. Where's the leadership coming from?
Well, we have 5 seniors, and, you know, 3 or 4 of them have started for 3 years. So kind of starts with them, and then they just kind of get the younger players on board. And, you know, we've done this for the last 3 years. We've started slow and we've really finished. We've had great section runs, so they know what it takes. They know that you're never out of it, and as the old saying goes, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and they buy into that, so that's a big part of it.
What are the keys to coming away with a victory in this first game here today?
Well, I would like to get off to a quick start. I mean,
Yeah.
if we can get the bats going right away, and it's going to start with Georgia. She's going to have to take control the first couple innings and get us in and out of the, you know, get us back into the dugout so we can hit the ball. And I think things will go okay if we do that. Otherwise, it'll be a dogfight.
Big thanks to that conversation with head coach of the Pequot Lakes Patriots. So we are now getting started and almost set for the First Western Bank first pitch, which with First Western Bank, we're not just here for you, we are you, with locations in Baxter, Nisswa, and Cross Lake. Leading things off for the visiting Pequot Lakes Patriots, the shortstop, June Rude, with Georgia James in the on-deck circle. The opening pitch from Bryn Mayworth of Milaca, and first pitch swinging. Goes the shortstop, bumbling with it is Maddie Gothman. She's not going to be able to get it. June Rude reaches safely in her first at-bat on the first pitch she sees on an error from the shortstop. Now digging in Georgia James, who will be on the hill for the Pequot Lakes Patriots, and also batting in the 2-hole. Digging in is Georgia James for the first pitch that she's seen from Bryn Mayworth. Shows bunt. Pulls back, it is a strike, and stealing second on the first pitch is June Rude. Rude slides in safely. Throw coming in just a tad late. And it's going to be an 0-1 count for Georgia James. Runner now in scoring position for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Here's the 0-1. Watching that one go and falling behind 0-2 is Georgia James. Patience at the plate so far. Getting settled in. Patriots would like to get active on the base pass. You saw that from June Rude right away, stealing second base. Here comes the 0-2. That one's low. Big secondary lead from June Rude. She's going to walk on back to second. 1 ball, 2 strikes for the pitcher, Georgia James, batting in the 2-hole. Bryn Mayworth sets the wind, and she delivers, and it's going to be a grounder to third base. Grabbing it is Morgan Nahr. She sends it over to first base, but unable to grab it was McKenna Nair, and June Rude's going to take advantage. She's going to come home and score, and as she does that, Georgia James heads to second, and she gets tagged out on her way to second. But scoring is June Rude to get the Patriots on the board early. That was an error on the first baseman on that. So 2 batters, 2 errors so far with Mille Lacs Wolves. Digging in here in the 3-hole. Clearfoot playing center field here today. The righty digs in. Drops into her batting stance. Stepping up to the rubber is Bryn Mayworth. The set and the pitch. First pitch swinging right up the middle. It's going to be a single for Clearfoot. Through the first 3 batters, we've seen 2 of them jump on the first pitch. They saw June Rude and now Clearfoot. Digging in, batting cleanup today is Taya Oslin, designated hitter. The first pitch for her. And they run to second. They're not even going to give it a try. Stealing second with ease is Clearfoot. First pitch strike. 0 balls, 1 strike is the count. The set and the pitch from Bryn Mayworth. Skies is straight up towards first base. Settling under it is McKenna Nair. She's going to grab it for the first out of the inning. Now standing on second base, Clarefoot, and digging into the batter's box, the right-handed hitter playing catcher today, Avery Gore. Runner on second. And my apologies, there's 2 outs. That was the second out of the inning, with Georgia James getting tagged out at second base trying to advance. First pitch ball, 1-0 count for Avery Gore. 2 down, runner on second. Standing on second is Clarefoot, good speed. The 1-0 for Avery Gore. In on the hands, it's a 2-0 count. A big secondary lead as she's going to go. Diving into third and getting tagged out to end the inning was Clarefoot. 2 outs were made on the base paths. And Avery Gore is going to the umpire says that he has made a ruling that he is sending the runner back to second base. And Avery Gore's at bat continues. Kind of a strange thing there. Missed the exact reasoning from the base umpire. But Clarefoot returns to second. And there are 2 down. The count is 2 balls, 0 strikes. Meeting on the mound. Umpire checking with the batter to make sure that he has it right, 2-0. I was sitting here curious if I had the count right, and the umpire's questioning it too. I'm not going to feel bad. 1-0 lead with June Rude getting home safely. So obstruction is what the umpire's ruling. Conversation now being had between the umpire and the head coach of the Pequot Lakes Patriots, Brent Sargent. And while that happens, there's a meeting happening on the mound as well. So we'll count that as a Ganley's Restaurant in Nisswa mound visit. Take a time out with friends or family with a great meal at Ganley's Restaurant. Digging in the leadoff hitter for the Milaca Wolves, Izzy Roll. First pitch misses just a tad low. It's going to be a 1-0 count for Izzy Roll. Playing catcher, batting leadoff for the Milaca Wolves. Second pitch from Georgia. James finds the strike zone and battles back 1-1. Izzy Roll digs in, right-handed hitter. The 1-1 in on the hands, just misses, trying to paint that inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike for Izzy Roll. Georgia James sets, wind, and the pitch. That one misses high. Georgia trying to find the strike zone here early. 3 balls, 1 strike. In the on-deck circle, Annabelle Gothman playing center field for the Milaca Wolves. That one high and in, and reaching safely on the walk is Izzy Roll. Now digging in, the right-handed bat playing center field for the Milaca Wolves, Annabelle Gothman. Pequot Lakes brought home 1 run in the top of the first on 1 hit, 2 errors. Left 1 runner on second base. First pitch, strike. Annabelle Gothman looking at an 0-1 count. In the on-deck circle, batting in the 3 holes, the shortstop, Maddie Gothman. Back-to-back Gothmans with Annabelle Gothman in the box right now. A breaking ball high and in, found the zone. 0-2 count against Annabelle Gothman. Standing on first is Izzy Roll. Sunshine shining here. Not nearly as cold or windy as I had prepared for, which is always a good thing. And barreled to center field, trying to dive for it and missing it was Claire Foote. Runner around second, right fielder comes and brings it in. Rounding third, coming home is Izzy Roll. Annabelle Gothman stands on third for a stand-up triple. RBI, stand-up triple for Annabelle Gothman, ties things up at 1 apiece here in the home half of the first for the Milaca Wolves. Oh, she just absolutely barreled one. Fell behind 0-2, but stayed in the at-bat and jumped on a breaking ball. Now digging in, the 3-hole hitter, Maddie Gothman, with Annabelle Gothman standing on third base. The wind, the pitch, first pitch swinging, fouls it straight back. 0-1 is the count. 1-1 is your score here in the bottom of the first. No outs, runner on third. The pitch, and that one's barreled as well. That one's in right center field. Settling under it and catching it is Emmy Sullivan. Tagging at third and scoring on the sac fly is Annabelle Gothman. And the Milaca Wolves take a 2-1 lead here in the home half of the first inning on the sac fly for Maddie Gothman. Digging in, left-handed bat, McKenna Nair playing first base, batting in the cleanup spot for the Milaca Wolves. 1 out, no runners on, and this is a first pitch strike painting the outside corner. Georgia James steps up, gets the call from her catcher. The wind, the pitch. It's a bouncer to second base. Grabbing it is Lydia Allen, floats it on over to first for the easy out. Good bounce back at bat for Georgia James, forcing the out. No runners on, 2 down, and in steps Hannah Haukus, playing left field for the Milaca Wolves. She's a right-handed bat. First pitch swinging, grounded to shortstop. Junru grabs it, settles it, throws the first for the 3rd out of the inning. First pitch swinging was Hannah Haukus. 2 runs played at home on 1 hit, no errors, no runners left on base for the Milaca Wolves, and they take a 2-1 lead into the top of the second. You're listening to YourLiveEvent.com.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stumper brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at schruppexcavating.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Pequot Lakes Patriots trailing to the Milaca Wolves in the top of the second, 2-1, and digging in for her first at-bat of the game. Playing first base, batting in the sixth spot is Emma Spixka. Lefty Spixka watches the first one bounce off the plate, and it's a 1-0 count for Spixka. Bryn Mayworth on the hill for the Milaca Wolves. The 1-0 for Spixka. High, misses, 2-0. Bryn Mayworth gave up one run on one hit. There was two errors in the field in the first inning. 2-0 count for Spixka. No runners on. No outs. That one bounces off the plate. It's a 3-0 count for Spixka. The set from Bryn Mayworth, the wind, and the delivery. Finding the strike zone. It's going to be a 3-1 count. Emma Spixka with the red light there, hoping to get a walk. But now a hitter's count for Spixka. Three balls, one strike. Here's the pitch. That one paints the outer corner. The count is now full for Emma Spixka, who's taking a look at the first 5 pitches. Settling in for the full count is Spixka. The lefty digs in, the set, the pitch. She swings and bounces it foul on the first baseline. She's going to stay alive. Bryn Mayworth, just 11 pitches in the top of the first for the Wolves. Good start for the right-handed pitcher. Full count for Emma Spixka. No runners on, no outs. Breaking ball didn't break enough. Misses high, and heading to first on the walk is Emma Spixka. Now digging in, batting in the 7th spot, playing second base for the Pequot Lakes Patriots, Lydia Allen. Allen, right-handed bat. Runner on first, no outs. Patriots trailing by 1. Showing bunt and then getting beamed in the leg was Lydia Allen. She heads to first on the hit by pitch. Runners now on first and second with nobody out for the Patriots. Opportunity to get some of those runs back. They trail by 1 here in the top half of the second. Emma Sullivan stepping to the plate, playing right field, batting in the 8th spot. 2 runners on, nobody out for Sullivan. RBI opportunity. The what and the pitch. A warning from the umpire to the pitcher. Stepping outside of the circle, umpire gives a warning. Both runners do advance on that pitch. 1-0 count for Emmy Sullivan. Standing on third, Emma Spixka. Standing on second is Lydia Allen. And now a mound visit being had on the Milaca Wolves rubber, trying to kick away at the dirt and glove away at it, trying to give a better landing zone for the pitcher. That's a Ganley's Restaurant mound visit. Ganley's Restaurant, open 6 days a week for breakfast and lunch. Now a conversation being had between the assistant coach of the Milaca Wolves and the home plate umpire. 4 different players in Milaca kicking the dirt around on the rubber. Emmy Sullivan will be looking at a 1-0 count when her at-bat continues. Her at-bat with a pause in between, which has got to be a little frustrating for a hitter. It's all about rhythm when you're in the batter's box, and when you see one pitch and then you get a 2 or 3 minute break, that can get a little tricky. No outs with 2 runners on. Runners are standing on second and third as the Ganley's Restaurant mound visit continues. That's Ganley's Restaurant in Nisswa. They now break the huddle. And now a conversation being had between the assistant coach of Milaca and the base umpire. She doesn't agree that a double steal should have happened. But the runners are going to remain despite all the confusion on the field. Coach of Milaca saying that she didn't think it was a dead ball. Home plate umpire says, okay, let's just play some softball here. It's a doubleheader. Can't have too many pauses. Emmy Sullivan steps in. It's a 1-0 count for Emmy. Runners on second and third, nobody out. Patriots trailing by 1 to the Milaca Wolves here in the top of the second. Inside pitch misses, 2 balls, no strikes for Emmy Sullivan. Sullivan getting the start in right field, batting in the 8th spot for the Patriots. In the on-deck circle is missing inside. In the on-deck circle is Haley Bankston, who's playing third base. 3-0 count for Sullivan. The set from Bryn Mayworth, in the pitch finds the strike zone. 3 balls, 1 strike for Emmy Sullivan. 2 runners on, they're both standing in scoring position, nobody out. Swing, and it's a pop fly to first base and gets foul just over the outstretched arm of McKenna Nair. The count is now full. Updating the score bug here on the stream. It is 2-1. Milaca, ball 4. Bases are now loaded for the third baseman, Haley Bankston. That was the 3rd consecutive walk to start the inning. First pitch, strike for Haley Bankston. 0-1 is the count. Bases loaded, nobody out. Patriots trailing by 1. RBI opportunity for Haley Bankston. The shortstop, June Rude, standing in the on-deck circle. The 0-1 for Bankston finds the strike zone. It's now an 0-2 count. Bryn Mayworth starting to find her rhythm. Haley Bankston, the third baseman, bases loaded. No balls, 2 strikes. Swinging, fouling it straight back. She stays alive with the 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes, bases juiced, nobody out. Here's the 0-2 for Bankston, swing and a miss on a pitch that kind of tailed off on the outside corner. Nice pitch by Mayworth, and it's her first strikeout of the game. Now digging in is June Rude for her second at-bat. She reached safely on an error in her first at-bat, ended up scoring. She scored the lone run for the Patriots. First pitch, high and in for Rude. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases loaded for June Rude. 1 out. The 1-0 misses low. Good eye by Rude, forcing a hitter's count. Bryn Mayworth going to have to come back with a strike here. You do not want to give June Rude a 3-0 count with the bases loaded. That's danger. The set and the delivery from Mayworth. And is barreled right up the middle by Rude. Plates home 1, rounding third. Coming home is Lydia Allen, and it's a 2 RBI single off the bat of June Rude. Oh, what a hit, just barreled it right back up the middle. A scorcher that rolled over to the center fielder. 2 runs batted in by June Rude on that swing. And the Patriots now take the lead back 3-2. Runners on second and third digging in, Georgia James, the pitcher. James hits a chopper. That one goes to third base, grabbing it. Morgan Nard throws the first over the head. It's an error. Now rounding third and scoring is Rude, and that's going to score 2 runs. Georgia now standing on second base. On the error. It was a throwing error by the third baseman, Morgan Nard. And it's now 4-2, Patriots lead. First pitch ball for Clarefoot. Clarefoot reached safely on a single in her first at-bat. And that one's barreled to left center field. That's going to be at least a single, RBI single, because Georgia James rounds third, comes home, make that an RBI double as Georgia James scores and Claire Foot reaches safely. RBI double for Foot. Five-run inning and counting for the Patriots. Digging in, Taya Oslin, designated hitter. Flew out to first base in her first at-bat. She's first pitch swinging. That one to the shortstop. Overhead grab by Maddie Gothman for the second out of the inning. Clarefoot standing on second. 2 outs as Avery Gore steps in. Gore grounded back to the pitcher in her last at-bat in the first inning. First pitch swinging and missing for Avery Gore. Falls behind. 0 balls, 1 strike. Set and the pitch. That one misses outside. Good eye by Avery Gore. 1 ball, 1 strike. Standing on second base is Clarefoot. Some good speed on second. Pequot Lakes on top. 6-2 over the Milaca Wolves here in the top of the second. The set, the pitch. It's a slow roller to second base. Elena Sluis grabs it, flips it over to first for the third out of the inning. The Pequot Lakes Patriots bring home 5 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base, and that is your Larson Group inning recap. Heading to the bottom of the second, Pequot Lakes leading over the Milaca Wolves 6-2.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stumper brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at shruppexcavating.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. The Pequot Lakes Patriots lead here in the home half of the second inning, 6-2 over the Milaca Wolves. Digging in for Milaca is going to be Elena Sluis, the second baseman, batting in the 6th spot, her first at-bat of the game. 13 pitches from Georgia James in the first inning. Gave up 2 runs on 1 hit. In steps Sluis, with the Milaca Wolves trailing 6-2 here in the bottom of the second. She kind of stepped out of the batter's box as the pitch came in, but it painted the corner. 0-1 count against Sluis. Second pitch misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike for Elena Lewis. Nobody on, no outs. Patriots on top 6-2 here in the bottom half of the second. The set and the pitch from Georgia James misses high. Back-to-back pitches where she missed the mark high. Stepping back into the batter's box and digging in Elena Lewis for the 2-1. The set from Georgia James, the wind, the pitch, right down the pipe. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes for Lewis. The set, the pitch from James, got her swinging on the high cheddar. Strikeout for Georgia James, her first strikeout of the game. Morgan Narr steps in, playing third base, batting in the 7th spot for the Milaca Wolves. Milaca looking for their first win of the year. 0 wins, 14 losses. Lost a lot of seniors off last year's team. First pitch swing, it's a barrel shot to center field off the tip glove of Claire Foote. That's going to be an error on Claire Foote. It was a line drive right at her. Just got charged in just a tad too much on that one. Reaching safely on the error is Morgan Narr. 1 out, runner standing on first base, and in steps the 8-spot hitter, the pitcher, Bryn Mayworth. Georgia James toes the rubber, gets the call from her catcher. The set, the pitch. First pitch swinging and missing was Bryn Mayworth. 0-1 count. Avery Gore fired it back to first base. Didn't like the secondary lead that Morgan Narr was taking. Keeping her honest at first. No balls, 1 strike for Bryn Mayworth. Runner on first, 1 out. Missing high to even up the count at 1 apiece. Narr absolutely barreled one. It was a line drive screamer to center field. Claire Foote just approached it just a bit too much. I would say a half a step too close to it. Had to reach up for it and just barely tipped off her glove, nearly getting the snow cone. Third pitch was a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike for Bryn Mayworth. Runner on first, 1 out. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. What a pitch by Georgia James, showing a changing of speeds there. James likes to pound the strike zone. Walked 1 batter in the first inning. The set, the pitch, and got Bryn Mayworth swinging for the 2nd strikeout of the game. Still standing on first is Morgan Narr. And in steps Violet Yort, playing right field in the 9th spot for the Milaca Wolves. 2 outs, runner on first. Patriots leading here in the home half of the second, 6-2 here at Milaca Softball Field. First pitch swinging and missing, Violet Hort. And Georgia James starting to get some confidence on the hill, slicing through the bottom half of the order. No balls, 1 strike. Standing on first is Morgan Narr, reached safely on the error. And a pitch, it's a grounder to Lydia Allen. Allen gets it, flips it over to second for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on base as we head to the top of the 3rd. Your score, the Pequot Lakes Patriots on top of the Milaca Wolves, 6-2.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stumper brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at schruppexcavating.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
More big news from Wide's Major Appliance in Brainerd. Wide's announces a new line to offer.
Welcome back to Milaca softball field here in the top of the third. Pequot Lakes Patriots on top 6 runs to 2, and stepping in is the left-handed batter playing first base, Emma Spixka, to lead off the third. Set from Bryn Mayworth, the pitch. Breaking ball hit on the wrist was Spixka. She heads to first. She has now reached safely on a walk twice. Digging in with no outs. Runner on first is Lydia Allen, getting the start at second base today for the visiting Patriots. First pitch for Lydia Allen. Misses high. 1-0. Second pitch misses outside for Lydia Allen. 2 balls, no strikes. Standing on first base is Emma Spixka. A long gaze at home plate from the pitcher, Bryn Mayworth. Now she steps up to the rubber. She sets the wind, the pitch. First pitch barreled to the shortstop, grabbing it, Maddie Gothman. Goes the second. They're going to try to turn 2, and they didn't get either of them. Now running to third is Emma Spixka on the error, and reaching safely to first base on the error is Lydia Allen. Stepping in with runners on the corners, nobody out, is the right fielder, Emmy Sullivan, for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. She asks for time as she digs her cleats in. RBI opportunity for Sullivan. She reached safely on a walk last inning and ended up scoring, and it's a bunt from Sullivan. It's a sacrifice. She's out at first. A play at home. Bang, bang, play. Diving in and safe at first. And then tagged out at third for an out. A lot going on there. So Sullivan laid the bunt down. Sacrifice bunt. Scoring safely was Emma Spixka. And then tagged out at third base trying to advance was Lydia Allen. Now 2 outs for Haley Bankston with no runners on. It's an RBI for Emmy Sullivan after it was all said and done. Barreled, first pitch swinging, Haley Bankston to left field, and that one's going to get over the left fielder's head. Rounding first, heading to second is Haley Bankston. Stand-up double with 2 outs for Haley Bankston. A little 2-out cooking for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. First pitch swinging, and she roped that one to left field, right over the head of Hannah Haukus. That was the first hit of the inning for the Patriots. They now lead 7-2. Digging in, first pitch swinging, June Root. She hits it to left field for a single. Station to station baseball. That's back-to-back singles for June Root. And she moves the runner on over Haley Bankston, now standing on third. 2 outs, runners on the corners, and in steps Georgia James, the pitcher for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. The set. The delivery. June Root ended up rounding first. Didn't realize she got to second on just pure speed on her single. Well, I suppose that would make it a double then. June Root with a single last inning and a double this inning. A bang-bang play after a strike thrown back to third base. Izzy Roll trying to get the runner leaning, but the runner was safe on the return. Haley Bankston barely getting back. It's a 1-1 count for Georgia James. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. Patriots on top 7-2 here in the top of the third. Pitch misses high. It's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike for the pitcher, Georgia James. The sun making all the difference. When it shines, it feels like a nice 50-degree day. When it's not shining, it feels like a 35-degree day. Really makes or breaks the nice weather, but it's shining as we speak. The 2-1 count misses high and away. 3 balls, 1 strike for Georgia James. June Rude standing on second. Haley Bankston standing on third. In the on-deck circle is the center fielder, Claire Foote. The set from Bryn Mayworth in the pitch. That one's a strike right at the knee level on the inside corner. Full count for Georgia James. Runners on second and third with 2 down here in the top of the third. Patriots on top of the Milaca Wolves, 7 runs to 2. Here's the full count. Pitch. Just does miss inside. Leaning back was Georgia James, and she's going to reach on the walk. Bases are now loaded. Claire Foote stepping in. Pinch runner at first base for the pitcher. The pinch runner is going to be Kyra Sundstrom. Go ahead and take first base. In steps Claire Foote. Ripped a single in her first at-bat. Ripped a double in her second at-bat. She's been all over it. Digging in with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Opportunity to really blow this thing open here in the third inning. Claire Foote digs in. Bryn Mayworth slowly stepping up to the rubber. And the first pitch with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Knee-high strike, getting ahead of it is Bryn Mayworth. 0 balls, 1 strike against the center fielder, Claire Foote, for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Bryn Mayworth looking to work out of a bases-loaded jam. Swing and a foul tip straight back. No balls, 2 strikes for Claire Foote. Foote jumped on the first pitch she saw in her first at-bat on a single, and then jumped on the second pitch that she saw in her second at-bat with a double. She's now seen 2 pitches in this at-bat. The 0-2. The swing, it's barreled. That's going to drop in right field, scoring at least 1. Rounding third, heading home. That's going to score 2 for Claire Foote, and it's a 2 RBI single for Claire Foote. Make that 3 RBIs on the day for the center fielder, Claire Foote. Scoring both Rude and Sundstrom there. Runners on first and second. My apologies, Sundstrom on second base. That scored Bankston and Rude. First pitch, ball. Really good eye by Taya Osland, the cleanup hitter for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. One ball, no strikes. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Patriots on top, 9-2. That one bounces off the plate. A good stop behind the plate by Izzy Roll. No pass balls. Izzy Roll, a great backstop back there. 2 balls, no strikes for Osland. The 2-0 with 2 runners on, no outs, or 2 outs. Fouled third baseline. 2 balls, 1 strike for Osland. 2 down, Claire Foote standing on first base, and the pinch runner, Kyra Sundstrom, standing on second. Patriots started the year 1 win, 5 losses, and they're really coming into form. They're now 6-6, and they are piping hot. Digging in is Taya Osland. 2 balls, 1 strike. The set from Bryn Mayworth. The pitch. Misses low. Another impressive stop by Izzy Roll behind the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike for Osland. Avery Gore standing in the on-deck circle for the Patriots. Sunshine gleaming here in Milaca. Turning into a pretty nice fall day here in May. Here's the 3-1. Swing fouled off her ankle, rolled back. She seems to be okay. Walking it off. It's going to be a full count for Taya Osland. Claire Foote stands on first. Kyra Sundstrom standing on second. Sundstrom subbed in for the pitcher, Georgia James. Little pinch run action. Full count, 2 outs, 2 runners on, missing high as the runners were running. And heading to first safely is Taya Osland, and the bases are loaded again, this time for Avery Gore. Avery Gore 0-2 on the day. Pequot Lakes has seen 6 walks so far through 2 2/3 innings. In steps Avery Gore. Bases loaded, 2 outs for the right-handed catcher. First pitch swing, and it's a slow roller to third base. Grabbing it and going for the force out at home, but missing and scoring on the throwing error was Kyra Sundstrom. Avery Gore reaches safely on the error. That error goes against Morgan Narr at third base. Second error of the inning, 5th in total against the Milaca Wolves, and the Patriots have officially batted it around because in steps Emma Spixka, who led things off earlier this inning. Bases still loaded for the Patriots, who now lead 10-2. Currently a mound visit. 12-2, Pequot Lakes on top of the Milaca Wolves.
Hey, batter up. Timeout's over.
And we continue. Runners on second and third for Emmy Sullivan getting her second at-bat of the inning. It's a comebacker to shortstop, and she beats it out with an RBI single, does Lydia Allen. And the Patriots played home their 6th run of the inning. Now stepping in, Haley Bankston, her second at-bat of the inning. 13-2, Pequot Lakes on top. First pitch swing in. It's a swing and a miss. Stealing second base was Emmy Sullivan. I'm sorry, Emmy Sullivan at bat. Lydia Allen steals second. Sacrifice bunt in her first at bat of the inning, Emmy Sullivan. This time a slow roller to third baseline, rolls out foul. No balls, 2 strikes against Sullivan. 13-2, Pequot Lakes on top. Good eye on the 0-2 count by Lydia Allen. Works it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pequot Lakes has played at home 6 in this inning on 5 hits, 2 errors so far. Runners on second and third for Sullivan. And gets caught looking for the strikeout to end the inning. 6 total runs for the Pequot Lakes Patriots on 5 hits, 2 total errors, and 2 left on base as we head to the home half of the 3rd inning. The Pequot Lakes Patriots leading the Milaca Wolves 13 runs to 2.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at schruppexcavating.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.
Stepping in for the Milaca Wolves here in the bottom of the 3rd is Izzy Roll, who reached safely and later scored, reaching safely on a walk in her first at-bat. Check swing on the first pitch she sees, but it was a strike anyways. 0-1 the count. Patriots on top here, 13-2 over the Milaca Wolves as we are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Missing high over the head of Izzy Roll. 1-1 count for the pitcher, Georgia James. Georgia James toes the rubber for the Patriots. Set, and the pitch from James. Fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Izzy Roll, playing catcher for the Milaca Wolves. Here's the pitch, and that one skips across the dirt. It's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes for Izzy Roll, who's leading things off for the Milaca Wolves. Nobody on, nobody out. Georgia James sets for the 2-2, and that one is hit. Pop fly to center field, settling under it. Claire Foote has no issues with it for the first out of the inning. Good bounce back by Claire Foote, who had an error last inning on a line drive screamer, settled under that one comfortably for the first out of the inning. Annabelle Gothman steps in. She hit a stand-up RBI triple in her first at-bat back in the 1st inning. Later on scored, accounting for both of the runs for the Milaca Wolves. And she jumps on the first pitch she sees, and it's a screamer down the 3rd base line. That's fair. She rounds first. She gets into 2nd with a stand-up double. Annabelle Gothman has the bat going today. Now 2 for 2 with a triple and a double. Just the 2nd hit given up by Georgia James in the game so far. She had 13 pitches in the 1st inning, 13 in the 2nd inning. She's been ever consistent on the hill. Maddie Gothman steps in. She's the shortstop. Runner on 2nd, 1 out for Gothman. First pitch swinging. It's a foul ball. Falls safely down the first base line. No balls, 1 strike for Maddie Gothman. Gothman asking for time as she digs in. In the on-deck circle is McKenna Nair playing first base for Milaca. The set, the pitch. Grounder right back to first base, grabbing it. Georgia James sends it to first base for the 2nd out of the inning. Moving the runner on over, Annabelle Gothman now stands on 3rd after the ground out to the pitcher. In steps the cleanup hitter, McKenna Nair. Nair grounded out to 2nd base in her first at-bat. McKenna Nair digs in. The lefty watches the first one, misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. Standing on 3rd, Annabelle Gothman. That one skips in for a ball. Getting ahead is McKenna Nair. 2 balls, no strikes. Georgia James stepping up to the rubber. Sets, and the delivery. That one hit foul along the 3rd base line. 2 balls, 1 strike for McKenna Knorr. McKenna Knorr, lefty, got the sleeves rolled up. Sunshine shining. The 2-1 for Knorr. Misses high and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner on third, 2 outs. Georgia James has given up 2 runs so far on just 2 hits. Good outing so far for Georgia. And that pitch is hit to center field, settling under it. Claire Foot for the 3rd out of the inning. Claire Foot staying busy out there in center field. No runs home for Milaca there on 1 hit. No errors, 1 left on base. Your score as we head to the top of the 4th. The Milaca Wolves trailing to the Pequot Lakes Patriots 13-2. And that was your inning recap brought to you by Larson Group, which is located in the heart of the Lakes area in Cross Lake, Minnesota. Larson Group Real Estate is here to serve you. Our dedicated team of agents and staff is committed to making your real estate journey seamless. Milaca heading back to the field as the Patriots getting ready to bat in the top of the 4th. We'll be right back on yourliveevent.com.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stumper brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at schruppexcavating.com.
Welcome back to the top of the 4th where the Patriots lead Milaca Wolves 13 runs to 2, and getting ready for her 3rd at-bat of the game is Haley Bankston, the 3rd baseman for the Pequot Lakes Patriots, reached on a double in her 2nd at-bat. Struck out in her first. She's 1 for 2 on the day. Bryn Mayworth continuing on the rubber. First pitch of the 4th inning, and it's swung on. Pop fly to left field, just does drop safely foul. Haley Bankston going to head back to the batter's box with 0 balls and 1 strike. Patriots on top, 13-2. No balls, 1 strike for Haley Bankston. And she swings again, pulling it again to left field. That one goes foul. She's just ahead of the pitches. If she could slow her swing speed down just a tad, she's going to rip one down that left field line. The 0-2 for Bankston. Misses low, good eye by Bankston. Works the count back to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Patriots with an 11-run lead here in the top of the 4th. Trying to get above 500 for the first time this season. Haley Bankston takes that one high, works the count back to even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Settling in Bryn Mayworth, the set and the pitch, that one gets fouled straight back right behind me here. 2 balls, 2 strikes as Bankston stays alive, choking up on the bat just a little bit. Ball skipping across the dirt outside. Now a full count by Bankston. Fell behind 0-2 and has worked it all the way back to full. Impressive leadoff at bat in the 4th, making Bryn Mayworth work for every bit of it. The full count pitch here comes, and it's swung on left field. Just foul. I was going to brag that I predicted that. It missed the left field foul line by mere inches. And Haley Bankston stays alive. That was so close to just an easy double. It just missed the foul line in left field. Each swing where she has made contact, she's pulling it right over to the 3rd base and left field. Here's the full count for Bankston. Breaking ball, got her looking. What a pitch by Bryn Mayworth. When I spoke with the Milaca head coach before the game, she mentioned with Mayworth, they're trying to work her strike zone. She's good at hitting it. Her changing of speeds they're trying to work on. We saw the changing of speed there. Dropped in a breaking ball for the strikeout. Third strikeout of the game for Bryn Mayworth. Now stepping up is June Rude. Reached on an error in her first at-bat, hit a single in her second at-bat, and a double in her third at-bat, 2 for 3. Watches the first pitch come in, it's a ball. 1-0 count for June Rude, one out, nobody on. That one misses low and away. Good eye by June Rude, working another hitter's count. Long stare at the catcher from Bryn Mayworth. She now steps up to the rubber. The set, the wind, the pitch. Right down the pipe for a strike. June Rude wanted to make her throw a strike, and that's what she did. 2 balls, 1 strike for Rude. Nobody on, 1 out for the Patriots. Trying to extend a 13-2 lead here in the top of the 4th. Swing, and that one's popped up. And it falls directly between the first baseman and the pitcher and falls. It was enough of a blooper where I'm going to personally rule it a single. Hard to say. If it was skied up higher, I would call it an error, but it just didn't have much air and just dropped right as the first baseman and the pitcher charged at it. They kind of ran into each other after the fact. But June Rude, nonetheless, extends her day to 3 hits. And she now stands on first with 1 out, and in steps Georgia James. Georgia, first pitch swinging, and that one is belted to left field over the left fielder's head. June Rude rounds second, goes third. Rounds third, coming home, and it's a stand-up RBI double for Georgia James, her first RBI of the game, and June Rude scores for the 4th time. Kyra Sundstrom coming in to run once again for June Rude. Gonna jog on over to second base. What a swing by Georgia James. Just belted it over Hannah Haukus' head in left field. 1 out, runner on second. Patriots extend their lead to 14-2. First pitch is a ball for Claire Foote. Claire Foote 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. She swings, it's a bouncer right up the middle, and that is going to be station-to-station baseball. Claire Foote 4 for 4 on the day. That's her 3rd single. Impressive outing. Now heading to third is Kyra Sundstrom. Runners will be on the corners with 2 outs, and in steps Taya Osland. First pitch swinging, that one's going to left field. It's going to go foul. After the foul, Taya Osland falls behind. 0 balls, 1 strike. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Bouncing in and running to second with ease is Claire Foote on the pass ball. Make that a wild pitch. No chance for that one was Izzy Roll. If there was a chance, she would have stopped it. Believe me, she's been stopping everything. Everything has touched the dirt, has hit her chest piece. Just getting in front of everything. Claire Foote now stands on second. Runners on second and third with 1 out. Swing and a miss from Osland. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Osland. Osland 0 for 2 on the day. Reached safely on a walk in her last at-bat. Swing, and that one's belted to center field off the wall. Rounding first to second is Osland. She gets in safely on the RBI double, and it's another run for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Avery Gore now steps in. Runners on second and third. Osland's on second. Claire Foote on third. Just 1 out. First pitch swinging, pop fly to shortstop, and that falls on the error. Scoring on the error, Claire Foote. Avery Gore reaches safely on the error. And another run played at home for the Patriots. 3 runs this inning. Patriots extend their lead 15-2 here in the top of the 4th. Runners on first and second. First pitch was a ball for Emma Spixka, the lefty. Spixka has walked in each of her at-bats, got hit by a pitch in her last one. I'm sorry, she hit a double. She batted twice last inning, so she is 1 for 1 with a double and 2 walks, including a hit by pitch. 2 balls, no strikes for Emma Spixka. 1 out, runners on first and second. The line, the pitch, that one misses low and outside. Throw back to second, coming back safely, was Osland. It's now a 3-0 count for Spixka. Have to imagine it's a red light. The pitch misses low, and that's going to load him up. 3rd walk taken of the game by Emma Spixka. Stepping in, Lydia Allen. She's 1 for 2 on the day, including a hit by pitch. First pitch misses, 1-0 is the count. Patriots on top 16-2. The set, the pitch, that one's a strike, gets it back to an even count. 1 ball, 1 strike for Lydia Allen. Bryn Mayworth looking to work out of a bases loaded jam. 1 out. Big time opportunity for Lydia Allen. Here's the 1-1. Misses high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases juiced. Just 1 out. Patriots with a 14-run lead here in the top of the 4th. The set. The pitch, that one bounces off the plate. It's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike for Lydia Allen. Opportunity to take a walk and get an RBI here for Lydia. Told by head coach Brent Sargent, sit on your pitch and drive it. That tells me green light city on a 3-1 count. The set from Bryn Mayworth. The 3-1. Swing, and that one's hit to center field, settling under it. Annabelle Gothman. She catches it, and it's going to be a sac fly for Emmy Sullivan as she gets her 2nd RBI of the game. That time scoring Avery Gore. And it's another run played at home. That's a 4-run inning and counting for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. And that was Lydia Allen, not Emmy Sullivan. My apologies. Now steps in Emmy Sullivan. That was Lydia Allen's first RBI of the game. First pitch is a ball for Emmy Sullivan. Runners on first and second with 1 out. 17-2, Patriots lead. The 1-0 swung on. It's a grounder right past the shortstop, and it's a single station-to-station baseball, and the bases are loaded once again. Emmy Sullivan with the single. Seeing eye single right between the shortstop and the third baseman. Haley Bankston steps in as the Patriots have batted around in 3 consecutive innings. Bankston got caught looking in her first at-bat of the inning. And it's a first pitch swinging for Bankston. That is hit to left field, and it was caught in foul territory for the 3rd out of the inning. The Pequot Lakes Patriots bring home 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, 3 left on base, and that was your Larson Group inning recap. Looking to buy or sell in the Brander Lakes area? Larson Group Real Estate is a top Keller Williams team in Minnesota, here to make your real estate dreams come true. As we head to the home half of the 4th inning, the Pequot Lakes Patriots lead the Milaca Wolves 17-2.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stumper brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at schruppexcavating.com.
Welcome back to the home half of the fourth inning where the Patriots lead the Milaca Wolves 17-2. As I get the score bug all nice and updated for you. There we go, bottom of the fourth. And the score bug is now accurate on your screen. 17-2 is the Pequot Lakes Patriots lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Ever consistent is what Georgia James has been. 13 pitches in each of the first 3 innings. She's got 2 total strikeouts, just 1 walk, and she's given up 2 runs on 2 hits. And in steps Hannah Haukus, the left fielder for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. First pitch swing, kind of got caught in between on a check swing. 0-1 count. Georgia James getting better as the game goes on. Second pitch, pop fly to first base, settling under it and squeezing it is Emma Spixka for the first out of the inning. Digging in for her second at-bat is Elena Sluis, playing second base for the Milaca Wolves. Struck out back in the second inning. She digs in, walking up to the rubber, Georgia James. James likes to work quickly. The set, the pitch from James, misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. Sluis steps in for the 1-0. Kicking the dirt around is Georgia James, getting a little landing zone. The set, the pitch from James, misses high once again. And it's 2 balls, no strikes for Elena Sluis. Turned out to be a decent day today. Sunshine hiding behind the clouds right now. Elena Sluis swings at the third pitch that she sees and fouls it off down the third base line. It's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike for Sluis. 1 out, nobody on for the Milaca Wolves, trailing by 15 here in the bottom of the fourth, trying to not get mercied here in the fourth. The pitch for Sluis bounces off the dirt. It's 3 balls, 1 strike. Impressive that Georgia James has had exactly 13 pitches in each of the first 3 innings. Impressive consistency from the right-handed pitcher. The 3-1 for Sluis. Swings, fouls it straight back. Now a full count. Nobody on, 1 out for the Milaca Wolves, trying to get their first win of the season today. Unlikely to happen here in game 1 as they trail by 15. Full count, setting is Georgia James, the pitch. Hit to Junru. Junru picks it up, throws it over, a 1-bouncer, and a nice pick by Emma Spixka for the second out of the inning, saving the throwing error. Georgia James trying to get a 1-2-3 inning for the first time in today's game. Morgan Nahr digs in. She reached safely on an error in her first at-bat. Here's the first pitch for Nahr. Scooted off the bag or off the plate just a tad, and it missed inside. 1 ball, no strikes. The set and the pitch. In on the hands, and it does hit the corner of the plate. 1-1 count. Nice pitch by Georgia James to even the count up. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the fourth. The set, the pitch. Swing and bouncer down the third baseline. Foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Morgan Nahr, who's 0 for 1 on the day. 1-2 count for the third baseman, Morgan Nahr. Breaking ball just misses below the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The set and the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Scott Erg swinging for the third out of the inning. And that is the third K of the game. And I believe that that is the game. "15 runs in the fourth inning, waiting to see if there is a handshake line or not." It looks like some Milaca Wolves are coming out, and that is going to do it for the first game. Your final, 17-2. Pequot Lakes Patriots taking care of business, and it was a really impressive outing by Georgia James, the pitcher for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. So consistent, gave up just 2 runs on 2 total hits as Patriots take game 1. Stand by for game 2 coming up shortly right here on yourliveevent.com. We are live for the first pitch. Hadn't gotten the full lineup in. Got a lineup card real late there, but digging in to start things off is Izzy Roll. First pitch ball for Izzy Roll. Second pitch misses high, 2-0 count. The 2-0 misses high, 3-0 count to get things started. On the hill for the Pequot Lakes Patriots, Lydia Allen getting the start here in game 2 of the doubleheader. And it's a 4-pitch walk to get things started as Izzy Roll gets to first base safely. And the first strike of the game for Lydia Allen gets ahead of the batter, McKenna Knorr. 0-1 count. Excuse me as I try to catch up on the lineup sheet here and make sure I got everybody in the right position. It's a ball in the second pitch. 1-1 is the count. Welcome to game 2, the first game Pequot Lakes Patriots won 17-2 in a 4-inning mercy rule. Bouncer right back to the pitcher. Turning around is Lydia Allen on a throwing error. And reaching safely on the fielder's choice is McKenna Knorr. Izzy Roll heads to second. Knorr stands on first. 2 runners on, nobody out. And in steps Maddie Gothman, the shortstop for the Milaca Wolves. Foul tip on the pitch for Maddie Gothman. 0-1 is the count. Runners both were running. They got to head back to first and second. Lydia Allen on the hill for the Pequot Lakes Patriots, right-handed. Pitcher, she played second base last game. Now slides into the pitcher, Kaylee Foote playing second base. And last game's pitcher, Georgia James, slides over to left field. The 0-1 showing bunt, slaps down third base line, a lot of backspin on it, and it goes foul for an 0-2 count. Nobody out with 2 runners on, runners standing on first and second. Maddie Gothman looking at an 0-2 count. Digging in, Maddie Gothman. Back-to-back Gothmans with Annabelle Gothman on the on-deck circle. The pitch, a lot of heat behind that one, and it's skied up into the right field, goes foul. The count remains 0-2. Lydia Allen showing the fastball in that pitch. A lot of zip behind that one. Umpire asking for a game ball. Hopefully we're not out of them. I say that tongue-in-cheek, of course. Umpire does get one back. And I got to peel a layer off. Sunshine shining. Sunshine really dictating the temperature here today. Without the sunshine, it's pretty chilly. With it, it's pretty nice out. Stepping up to the rubber is Lydia Allen. It's an 0-2 count with Maddie Gothman. Runners on first and second, and no outs here in the top of the first. Swing, and it's a comebacker to the second base. Grabbing it safely was Kaylee Foote, and just does get the runner at first base for the first out. But Maddie Gothman, she grounds out but moves both the runners over, so not the worst at bat for Gothman. Annabelle Gothman getting ready to step in. Runners on second and third with 1 out. Annabelle Gothman playing center field here in game number 2. Lydia Allen sets, she delivers. Heat right at the chest level, and it's a first pitch strike. Fastball working early for Lydia Allen. Fastball is seeing a lot of heat coming from Allen. Again, Allen played second base in game number 1, now slides over to the mound. Got it, swinging on the fastball once again. Falling behind 0-2's Annabelle Gothman. Izzy Rolls standing on second base, or third base rather. McKenna Knorr standing on second. 1 out, 2 runners on. The pitch for Gothman. Swing and a miss. Got her swinging with the fast stuff for the second out of the inning. And Lydia Allen's first strikeout of the game. The set, the pitch, ball for Morgan Knorr. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Top of the first here with the Milaca Wolves at the plate. Here comes the 1-0 from Lydia Allen. The set, the pitch. Fastball, big pop of the mitt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lydia Allen throwing fireballs right now. The set and the 1-1. That one misses high. It's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike. Lydia Allen has not yet given up a hit. Get a 1 walk so far with 1 strikeout. Here comes the 2-1 to Morgan Knorr. And a good pitch painting the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Batter calls time. A tying of the shoe over there at third base. We'll get you the Pequot Lake starting lineup for this second game here before their at-bats. I got handed a lineup card, and as I was writing it down, I looked up, and the first batter was stepping into the batter's box. Kind of got thrown off guard. Well, we're rolling with it. Elena Lewis in the on-deck circle. Morgan Knorr currently batting. It's a 2-2 count for Knorr. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Lydia Allen. Backs are off the plate. Count goes to full. Runners on second and third. Free bag there if needed. Lydia Allen with the full count. Fastball just misses outside. Avery Gore trying to frame that one. Just a little too far outside. And it's a walk for Morgan Knorr. Second walk of the game for the Milaca Wolves. Bases loaded for the second baseman of the Milaca Wolves, Elena Lewis. Digs in. The set from Lydia Allen, the pitch. First pitch, ball, just misses low. 2 walks against Lydia Allen so far on the top of the first, but she's not missing by much. The 1-0. That one misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. Lydia Allen looking to find the strike zone here, work her way back into this. Georgia James had the hill, or was on the mound, I should say, in the first game. She was unbelievable through 4 innings. Only gave up 2 runs on 2 hits. And it's a 3-0 count for Elena Lewis and an opportunity to bring home a run via the walk. I imagine it is red light for Elena Lewis here. Make Lydia Allen throw a strike. The 3-0 from Lydia Allen. She sets, she winds, she throws. Finds the outer part of the strike zone. 3 balls, 1 strike. Turned out to be a beautiful day here in Milaca. Prepared for the absolute worst, and the sunshine's been shining. Wind pretty calm. Here's the 3-1. Swing, and it's driven to second base. Kaylee Foote grabs it, throws it over to first. Nice play over there at second base by Kaylee Foote. And that is going to do it for the top of the first. The Milaca Wolves bring home no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 3 left on the base. We'll be right back here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stumper brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at schruppexcavating.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first. Pequot Lakes tied up with Milaca at 0-0. Leadoff hitter is going to be June Rude playing shortstop. Batting in the 2-hole, left field, Georgia James. Clarefoot playing center field in the 3-hole. Batting cleanup, Taya Oslin, the DH. Avery Gore playing catcher in the 5 spot. Emma Spixka playing first base, batting in the 6-hole. Lydia Allen, the pitcher in game number 2. She's in the 7 spot. And in right field, Emmy Sullivan batting 8th. Batting 9th, Haley Bankston at third base. And Kaylee Foote playing second base for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. On the hill for the Milaca Wolves is Hannah Haukos, who played left field in game number 1. Milaca left the bases loaded in the top of the first, and working out of the jam was Lydia Allen to keep the game at 0s apiece heading into the home half of the inning. And that is your Larson Group inning recap. Looking to buy or sell in the Brander Lakes area, Larson Group Real Estate is a top Keller Williams team in Minnesota, here to make your real estate dreams come true. Digging in for her first at-bat, coming off of a 3-hit performance with 3 RBIs and 4 runs scored. June Rude, the shortstop, in the heart and soul of this Pequot Lakes Patriots team. First pitch misses way high. 1-0 count. Second pitch from Haukos. Set. The pitch up. Really slow pitches coming out off the hand of Haukos, which is going to take some adjustment for the hitters of Pequot Lakes. Pitcher last game, Bryn Mayworth, sent in a lot of heat, and it's all slow stuff. June Rude takes one of the slow pitches right off the ankle and jogs on over to first after the hit by pitch. Digging in the 2-hole, playing left field, Georgia James coming off an impressive outing. She shows bunt, pulls it back, stealing second on the first pitch. June Rude slides in, beats the tag, and she gets in safely. Now digging in, Georgia James for the 1-0 count. The set. The pitch, she chases one down low, and she comes up laughing out of that one. June Rude heads on over to third on the pass ball. No outs, runner on third. 1-1 count. Georgia James just immediately laughed that one off. Standing in the on-deck circles, Claire Foote playing center field. Had herself 3 runs batted in last game. The 1-1. Swinging and pulled, foul. It's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes against Georgia James. Getting ready to pitch is Hannah Haukos. And the 1-2. Swinging on, chasing the low stuff was Georgia James. And it was a drop third strike. Out at first, but scoring home was June Rude. And that is an RBI strikeout for Georgia James on the drop third strike. Stepping to the plate, Claire Foote, the righty, playing center field. Swings at the first pitch and goes foul. Hannah Haukos on the hill for the Milaca Wolves. That one misses way high. One ball, one strike for Clarefoot. Ball misses. Pequot Lakes on top 1-0 with the aggressive base running of June Rude getting home. 5th time her scoring today. First time here in game number 2 of the doubleheader. 3 balls, 1 strike for Clarefoot. Watches that one. She's going to reach safely on the walk. Stepping up to the plate, the designated hitter, Taya Oslin, runner on first with 1 out. First pitch swinging, fouls it straight back. No balls, 1 strike for Oslin. The set from Hannah Haukus and the pitch. Grounder to third base. Handling it. Haley Bankston tries to throw to second. It's a throwing error. Now heading. Sorry, that wasn't Bankston. Got my things mixed up. Morgan Knorr playing third base for Milaca. But it was a throwing error, and reaching on the error was Osland. Clarefoot heads on over to third base. 1 out, runners on the corners. In steps the catcher, Avery Gore, for the Pequot Lakes Patriots, who have a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. The set, the pitch, swinging, seeing eye single between the shortstop and the second baseman, and that's an RBI single for Avery Gore. First hit of the game for the Pequot Lakes Patriots comes off the bat of Avery Gore in the 5-hole. First pitch bounces onto the plate and getting a free steal is Avery Gore. No chance for that one, Izzy Roll. Kept it in front of her, but wasn't going to stop the runner. Runners now in second and third. We got a pinch runner heading on over to second base. It's going to be Natalie Ripke. Pinch running for Avery Gore, who's got double fist pumps on her way to the dugout. Very excited. 1 ball, no strikes for the lefty, Emma Spixka. Missing way high. 2-0 count. Hitters count here for Emma. Emma, a left-handed bat. She digs in for the 2-0. Set from Hannah Haukus, and the pitch. Rifled to right field. That's going to drop. RBI single for Emma Spixka as Clarefoot scores. Ended up scoring 2 on the 2 RBI double. Emma Spixka, what a bat. Pulling it to right field. Nice swing. 4-0 for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. In steps Lydia Allen, who's on the hill here in game number 2, batting in the 7 hole. She swings the first pitch. It's a pop fly to left field. McKenna Knorr settles under it and catches it for the 2nd out of the inning. Emmy Sullivan stepping in, playing right field here in game number 2. Runner on second, 2 down. First pitch, she watches it go, misses high. Patriots scoring faster than I can keep up on the Bug. Bug is now accurate, 4 runs to 0. Second pitch comes in and just foul on the third base line. Emma Sullivan trying to pull that one to left field. It's going to be a 1-1 count for Emma. Second pitch, or third pitch to say is a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike for Emmy Sullivan. Emma Spixka standing on second. Here's the 2-1 for Emmy. That one bounces off the plate. Going to be 3 balls and 1 strike. Game number 1 of the doubleheader went the way of the Pequot Lakes Patriots, taking care of business, 17 runs to 2 after 4 innings. Swinging and fouling it back, staying alive, Emmy Sullivan, full count. Haley Bankston, the third baseman, stands in the on-deck circle. The set from Hannah Haukus, and the pitch misses way high. It's going to be a walk for Emmy Sullivan. Runners now on first and second with 2 down. Third walk of the first inning for Hannah Haukus. In steps Haley Bankston. Bankston, a right-handed bat. First pitch, right in the zone. Sky sits straight backwards. Barely dodging the fans behind home plate. Going to be an 0-1 count. Bankston digs back in for the 0-1. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. 4-0 lead for Pequot Lakes here in the home half of the first. She pulls that one foul. And it's going to be no balls, 2 strikes for Bankston. June Rood in the on-deck circle was hit by a pitch to lead off the game. Pequot Lakes trying to bat around here in the first. Next pitch misses way high. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stealing third and getting tagged out at third to end the inning was Emma Spixka. Oh, what a play behind the plate by Izzy Roll to halt things there. Pequot Lakes gets 4 on the board, though, and that's your Larson Group recap. Pequot Lakes plays home 4 on 2 hits, 2 errors, leaving 1 on base. Going to take a quick break. We'll be back on the top of the second with Pequot Lakes leading Milaca 4-0.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stumper brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at Schrupp.
Welcome back to the top of the second here in game number 2. Pequot Lakes looking to sweep the day. Jumping off to a 4-0 lead after 1 inning so far. Leading things off for the Milaca Wolves is going to be the pitcher, Hannah Haukus. She played left field in game number 1. In steps the righty. On the hill for the Patriots is Lydia Allen. Had 2 walks there in the first inning. 1 strikeout, gave up no hits, no runs. First pitch swinging, comebacker right to Lydia Allen. She takes care of it for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's efficiency. Ellie Schendel did not play in the first game. Getting a look playing first base here. Batting in the 8-hole. In steps Ellie. Lydia Allen sets. Winds. And throws heat for the first strike. You really hear the popping of the mitt when Lydia Allen's on the hill. Second pitch fouled off. Going to be an 0-2 count against Ellie Schendel. Nobody on, 1 out. Here in the top of the second. Lydia Allen steps up to the mound. I imagine fastball's the call. The 0-2. It is a fastball, misses low and inside. I feel like the catcher's got it easy when Lydia Allen's on the hill. You just give her the number 1 every single time. Throw the heater, Ricky. And a heater it is. Here's the 1-2 from Lydia Allen. It's a pop single right over the outstretched arm of Kaylee Foote. And that's the first hit of the ball game for the Mille Lacs Wolves. And a nice little bat there from Ellie Schendel, who's getting the start here in game number 1. 1 on, 1 out. In steps Violet Hort, playing right field. She's a right-handed hitter. Lydia Allen working quickly. Here comes the first pitch for Holt. Up and in, misses. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 paints the outside corner. Lydia Allen works the count back to even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first with 1 out. The 1-1 from Lydia Allen. Swing and foul into straight back was Violet Hort. Going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Milaca having to adjust to a lot of heat. Fastball after fastball off the arm of Lydia Allen. Here comes the 2-1. Fouled it straight back to keep things alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Standing on first is Ellie Schendel for Milaca. Milaca 0 wins, 15 losses on the year. Pequot Lakes above 500 for the first time all year. They have 7 wins, 6 losses coming off a 17-2 win in game number 1 of the doubleheader. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Violet Hort. Runner on first with 1 out here in the top of the second. Turned out to be a beautiful day for a doubleheader today. Was worried it was going to be quite the opposite. Swing and a miss, and it's a strikeout for Lydia Allen in the second out of the inning. And Lydia Allen's second strikeout of the game. 2 Ks through 1 2/3 innings so far of work for Lydia Allen. Izzy Roll steps in, the catcher for Milaca. Runner on first with 2 down here in the top of the second. First pitch strike from Lydia Allen pops the mitt of Avery Gore. The 0-1 misses high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch swung on to second base. Claire Foote gathers it, throws it to first with no issues for the 3rd out of the inning. And a quick little recap. No runs for the Milaca Wolves there on 1 hit. No errors. 1 left on base. We head to the home half of the second inning with the Pequot Lakes Patriots leading 4-0.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stumper brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at schruppexcavating.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Haley Bankston stepping to the plate for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. She saw 3 pitches in her last at-bat, and then a runner was thrown out the third to end the inning, so she will continue on to lead off here in the second. On the hill, Hannah Haukus threw 28 pitches, giving up 4 runs on 2 hits. 1 strikeout, 3 walks in the first inning. First pitch is a ball for Haley Bankston. Gets ahead 1-0 on the count. June Rude in the on-deck circle was hit by a pitch in her first at-bat. It's a swing belted to left field over the left fielder's head. Rounding first, heading to second is Bankston. It's going to be a stand-up double for Haley Bankston. She got all of that one, barreled it over McKenna Orr's head over there in left field. 3rd hit of the game for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. In steps June Rude with a runner on second. Nobody out. First one misses, high ball. June Rude, one of the senior leaders of this Pequot Lakes Patriots team. She swings and belts one to right center field. That's going to be an RBI double for June Rude. She's going to round, head to third. June Rude heading to third is a stand-up RBI triple for June Rude. Oh, what a hit. And the Patriots get another one on the board. It's now 5-0, and in steps Georgia James. Struck out in her first at-bat. No outs, June Rude standing on first. She's going to steal home on the pass ball. Bang, bang play, just beats the tag at home, does June Rude, showing off the wheels as she scores. On the pass ball, catcher coming up a little bit injured there, Izzy Roll. It was a bang, bang play at home. It was spikes up. I think it got her in the wrist or the hand. And she's being looked at by the coach. As they make sure the catcher is okay, we're going to take a quick break. Pequot Lakes on top of Milaca here in the bottom of the second inning, 5-0.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stumper brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at schruppexcavating.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now.
And we are back. Izzy Roll, a really good catcher behind the plate. She got a spike in her catching hand there. Seems to be okay. 1-0 is going to be the count for Haley Bankston. And the 1-0 from Haukus. Swinging and a bouncer to shortstop. Gathering in, Maddie Gothman throws on to first and gets her for the first out of the inning. Nobody on, 1 out for Claire Foote, the center fielder. Claire reached safely on a walk in her first at-bat, ended up scoring. First pitch bounces off the plate. It's a ball for Claire Foote. 1 ball, 0 strikes. Swing and it goes foul, third baseline. A 1-1 count for Claire Foote. 6-0 lead for the Pequot Lakes Patriots here in the bottom of the second in game 2 of a doubleheader, coming off a 17-2 win. Claire Foote skies one. Going back on it is the second baseman, Elena Sluis, and puts it away for the second out of the inning. Taya Oslin's going to step in with nobody on, 2 outs. In the steps, Taya Oslin. The pitch from Haukus misses way high. Ducking under it was the umpire. It's going to be a 1-0 count. Pequot Lakes Patriots with 6 runs to Milaca's 0 runs here in the bottom of the second. Second pitch misses high. 2-0 count and a good eye by Taya Oslin. The set and the pitch from Haukus. Skied up, foul, out of play in the third baseline. 2 balls and a strike for Taya. Taya, the designated hitter in the first game and the second game. The 2-1 for Oslin. Skies it up to second base. Settling under it is Elena Sluis for the third out of the inning. The Pequot Lakes Patriots bring home 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Your score heading in to the top of the third, Pequot Lakes 6, Milaca 0.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at shruppexcavating.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity.
Welcome back to the top of the third inning. Stepping up to the plate for Milaca is going to be McKenna Knorr. Reached on a fielder's choice in her first at-bat. First pitch misses low and outside. The count is 1-0. The set and the pitch from Lydia Allen skied up, out of play on the third base line. Going to be 1 ball and 1 strike for McKenna Knorr, who's leading things off here. In the top of the third, Milaca 0 wins, 15 losses on the year. Pequot Lakes with a record of 7-6, coming off of a 17-2 win in game number 1. Painting the outside corner, Lydia Allen to get ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes for McKenna Knorr. McKenna Knorr playing left field for Milaca, left-handed bat. The set from Lydia Allen, the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's going to be a strikeout to get things started here in the third inning. Third strikeout of the game for Lydia Allen. She had 1 in each of the first 2 innings. Got 1 here in the third inning. Now steps in Maddie Gothman. Grounded out to second base in her first at-bat on the third pitch that she saw. The right-handed shortstop digs in. The set from Lydia Allen, the wind and the pitch. High and outside, 1-0 count. One ball, no strikes. Nobody on, 1 out. In on the hands that painted the corner. Backed Gothman off the plate. Fastball. Not much you can do with that one. Just a perfect pitch from Lydia Allen. On the on-deck circle is Annabelle Gothman. Maddie Gothman at the plate. Maddie's going to slap one the other way right down the first base line. Little slap single. Second hit of the ball game for the Milaca Wolves. In steps Annabelle Gothman. Struck out swinging in her first at-bat. Runner on first with 1 out here in the top of the third. Pequot Lakes leading Milaca 6-0. Swing and foul out of play. The first pitch swinging. Speaking with Ella Greener, head coach of the Milaca Wolves, before this doubleheader, she mentioned she wants her players to have an aggressive approach at the plate. Swing early, swing often. If you like the pitch, swing at it. Here's the 0-1. Fastball. That's hit to right field. Settling under it and catching it is Emmy Sullivan. She throws the first and doubles them up. What a play by Emmy Sullivan to end the inning. No runs brought home by Milaca. 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. We head to the home half of the third inning with the Pequot Lakes Patriots leading the Milaca Wolves 6-0.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at Schrupp Excavating.
Welcome back to the bottom of the third inning where the Pequot Lakes Patriots are leading 6-0. Lydia Allen in that last inning gave up just 1 hit through 8 total pitches. Had a strikeout as well, and that is your Larson Group inning recap. Join the many satisfied clients of Larson Group Real Estate, serving the Brainerd Lakes area from their Cross Lake, Minnesota office with a team dedicated to exceptional service and outstanding results. And the scoreboard updates today are brought to you by Schaefer's Foods. Schaefer's Foods in Nisswa has been family-owned and operated since 1914, proudly serving the Lakes area for 4 generations. Schaefer's values old-time traditional service, including carry-out service to your vehicle. Schaefer's Foods in Nisswa. Stepping up to the plate to lead things off in the home half of the third is Avery Gore. Gore had an RBI single in her first at-bat in the first inning. Watches the first one go by for a ball. 1-0 is the count for Gore. Swings on the second one, and she gets a seeing eye single right past the second baseman. 2 at-bats, 2 singles for Avery Gore. Good start to the inning for Pequot Lakes. Pinch runner coming in, and it's going to be Natalie Repke. Going to take over base running duties for Avery Gore, so Gore can go ahead and get her catcher gear back on. Much like the first time, she comes back to the dugout with the double fist pumps again. She's ecstatic. Stepping in is the left-handed bat. First baseman Emma Spixka with a runner on first, nobody out. Stealing on the first pitch and gunned out at second. What a throw by Izzy Roll. And Natalie Ripke caught stealing at second base for the first out of the inning. Emma Spixka stepping in. 1 ball, no strikes for Emma. She swings and pulls it to right field, but goes out of play, foul. And it's going to be a 1-1 count. A 6-0 score here in the top of the third. Patriots on top of the Milaca Wolves. Nobody on. 1 out for Emma Spixka. Left-handed first baseman for Pequot Lakes. The 1-1, she wanted it. She lays off, and a wise move because it bounced off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike for Spixka. Good plate discipline. The wind, the pitch. Swings, got her chasing outside there on the slow stuff. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Spixka. Hannah Haukus looking to work quickly. 2-2 count. The set, the pitch. That one bounces off the plate. And Emma Spixka works the count full. Spixka digging in. The 3-2. Rifles it to the second baseman. Trying to get a backhand grab, unable to, is Elena Sluis. And it is a pole single for Emma Spixka. 2-for-2 start on the day for Spixka. Runner on first, 1 out. In steps Lydia Allen, who's on the hill this game for the Patriots. Flew out to left field in her first at-bat. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it straight back. Catcher not able to get to it. Going to be an 0-1 count for Lydia Allen. Hannah Haukus on the mound for Milaca. Gets the pitch from her catcher, and she delivers. Fouled back again, 0-2 count against Lydia Allen. Emma Spixka standing on first with 1 out. Natalie Ripke was caught stealing at second base earlier in the inning for the lone out for the Patriots. The 0-2 for Lydia Allen. Chases the high stuff, grounder to second base. Second baseman going to throw it on over to first for the second out. She wasn't thinking double play, but Sluis does get the out. And that's 2 outs now, and moving to second base safely was Emma Spixka, with Emmy Sullivan stepping up to the plate. Sullivan playing right field, batting in the 8th spot for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Reached safely on a walk in her first at-bat. Here's the first pitch for Sullivan. First pitch swing and skies it up in the infield. Settling under it is the first baseman for Milaca, and it is a fly out to first to end the inning. No runs for the Patriots, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on base as we head to the top of the fourth inning with the Pequot Lakes Patriots leading Milaca 6-0.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stumper brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And on
Top of the fourth inning, Pequot Lakes leading 4-0. As I update the score bug for those at home. 6-0 Pequot Lakes with the lead. Stepping to the plate here in the fourth inning is Morgan Knorr. Reached base safely on a walk back in the first inning. First pitch from Lydia Allen. The heat. Swing and fouls it back. 0-1 count. A lot of fastballs coming off the arm of Lydia Allen. Allen steps back, toes the rubber. Morgan Knorr, the third baseman of Milaca, digs in. And the 0-1. Swing and fouls it back again. Having trouble catching up to the heat. Have to imagine Avery Gore is going to give the number one once again, throw the heater. Lydia Allen sets. The delivery fouled back again. 3 pitches, 3 fouls straight backwards, and the 0-2 count remains. Morgan Knorr leading things off for Milaca here in the top of the fourth. The 0-2 from Lydia Allen. Swung on, pop fly to second base, settling under it and squeezing it is Kaylee Foote for the first out of the inning. 4 pitches on that first at-bat, all strikes, forcing the fly out. Good start to the inning by Lydia Allen. Allen pitches to contact, but the thing is she has so much heat behind that fastball that she gets some strikeouts to go with it. Elena Sluis, the second baseman, steps in for Milaca. Fouls it out. It's a really interesting windup for Lydia Allen. As she winds back, her knuckles drag against the dirt, leaving a mark every time. Then she rears back and just lets it rip. 0-1 count for Sluis. Strike, 0-2. Sluis watched that one. It painted the outside corner, right around belly button level. 1 down, nobody out. Sluis looking at 0-2 count. She lets the high one go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To set the pitch, fouled back. 1-2 count remains. Lydia Allen working quickly. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Elena Sluis. 1 out. Nobody on. Swing and a foul straight back. Staying alive, choking up on the bat, trying to catch up to that heat. One-two count from Lydia Allen. Allen towing the rubber. Nobody on, 1 out. The set, the pitch misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Elena Sluis, the second baseman of the Milaca Wolves. The set, the pitch, that's going foul, almost making a play on it was Emma Spixka. Nearly snow-coned it, but it falls for a foul ball. Elena Sluis getting ready, I should say, for the 7th pitch of the at-bat. The set, the pitch misses high. The count goes to full. 7 pitch at bat and counting for Elena Sluis. Making Lydia Allen work. Nobody on, 1 out. Here comes the full count. Swing popped up. That's going to go out of play in right field.
Sweet girl. Oh, which I don't know. Do you want these, honey? Batter. Can I pass these to you? Here. So you can bring them up to me up there. Yeah. Sweet girl. Batter.
Lydia Allen getting ready to pitch to Elena Lewis, who's making her work. It's a full count. Here comes the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Nobody on, 1 out. Fouled back. Lewis with a grin as she turns towards the third base coach to get the call from head coach Ella Greener. She's fouled off 4 total pitches in this at-bat. And this will be pitch number 10. The set, the wind, the pitch from Allen. Popped up to first base. Spixka settles under it. It bounces off of her glove. Foul ball. Just couldn't squeeze that one. And the full count remains. And the longest at-bat of the day continues on. Pitch number 11 coming from Lydia Allen here with the full count. The set, the wind, the pitch. Grounder to second base. Kaylee Foote all over it. Throws it on over to first for the second out of the inning. Lydia Allen wins that battle, and a battle it was. Hannah Haukus steps in. She's the pitcher in game number 2. Nobody on, 2 outs for Milaca here in the top of the 4th. Pequot Lakes leading 6-0. The first pitch from Lydia Allen misses low and outside. Gonna have to put one of my coats back on after this half inning. Starting to get a little bit chilly. The cloud cover dropping things here. The 1-0 count. Grounder. That is going to June Rude. Picks up, throws it. A bad throw from Rude. Held onto it too long. And it was rolling to first base. Reaching on the error was Hannah Haukus. June Rude just laughing that one off. Good spirits out there. Stepping up to the plate, Ellie Schendel had a single in her first at-bat. 1 of 2 hits for Milaca. Runner on first, 2 outs, and the first pitch. Strike right down the middle. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Lydia Allen. Swing, fouls it back off the catcher mask of Avery Gore. It's going to be an 0-2 count against Schendel. Stepping up to the rubber, Lydia Allen with an 0-2 count. Runner on first, 2 outs. The pitch and got her swinging for the strikeout to end the inning. The Milaca Wolves bring home 0 runs on no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on base, and we head to the home half of the 4th with the Pequot Lakes Patriots leading 6-0.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at schruppexcavating.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Bottom of the fourth inning, 6-0 lead for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. And in steps Haley Bankston, who watches the first pitch go over her head. 1-0 is the count. Bankston had it 1-for-1 with a double. Swinging at the second pitch, fouls it straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike for Haley Bankston. The 1-1 to Bankston, watches that one bounce off the plate. 2-1 count. Getting ready to pitch is Hannah Haukus. The 2-1. That one bounces off the plate as well. Good eye by Haley Bankston, working the count to 3-1. The set, the pitch to Bankston. That one misses high as well, and it is a 5-pitch walk for Bankston. She heads on over to first. The 4th walk of the game for Hannah Haukus. In steps June Rood. First pitch swinging, it goes foul to left field. She pulled that one just a little bit, jumping on the first pitcher she saw. June Rood was hit by a pitch in her first at-bat of the game, and then got a stand-up triple, an RBI triple last inning. 0-1 count for Rood. Standing on first base is Bankston. Good eye by Rood. Ball. 1-1 count for June Rood. The set and the pitch from Haukus. That one misses high. Rood works the count back to her favor. 2 balls, 1 strike. With Bankston on first, nobody out. Here comes the 1-2. Swing, and that's skied to right field. Settling under it and catching it is Violet Hort for the first out of the inning. Georgia James steps up to the plate. Runner on first, 1 out. Bankston, the runner on first. Georgia James playing left field here in game number 2. Had a phenomenal start on the hill, game number 1. Watches the first one, misses high. 1-0 is the count for Georgia James. The set. The pitch, that one misses just a tad low. 2 balls, no strikes for Georgia James. Runner on first with 1 down. Your score 6-0 Pequot Lakes here in the bottom of the 4th. That one is rifled to center field, running under it. Annabelle Gothman making a nice play and doubles them up at first base to end the inning. Bankston thought that was going to be in the gap, and it wasn't, and that is it for Pequot Lakes. No runs home for the Patriots. No hits, no errors, 1 left on base. And we now head on over to the top of the 5th with the Patriots leading 6-0.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stumper brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at shruppexcavating.com.
Stepping up to the plate here to get things started in the top of the 5th for the Milaca Wolves is going to be the right fielder Violet Hort. Tell you what, I invested in one of these gloves that you can touch smartphones with, and I'm able to work the laptop here with gloves on, saving me here in this doubleheader. Now getting things started here in inning number 5, Violet Hort for Milaca. First pitch swinging, it's a grounder to June Rude. Rude fumbles it and throws it late. Reaching on an error is Violet Hort. After reaching safely on the error, Violet Hort stands on first base, and up steps Izzy Roll, the excellent catcher for the Milaca Wolves. Just an absolute backstop back there. Not a lot gets by her. Izzy Roll making sure all of her equipment's up to standards. She now steps in. Runner on first, nobody out for Izzy Roll. First pitch strike and a pop of the glove. It's going to be an 0-1 count. A lot of heat coming from the arm of Lydia Allen. Izzy Roll steps into the batter's box with an 0-1 count. Lydia Allen sets, she delivers. Misses high. Avery Gore not liking the secondary lead that she's seeing from the runner over there at first. Giving a look after each pitch. Here comes the 1-1 for Izzy Roll. Runner on first. Nobody out. That one misses just a tad low. It's going to be 2 balls and a strike for Izzy Roll. Izzy reached safely on a walk in her first at-bat and grounded out in her second at-bat. 0 for 1 on the day. Swing and a miss, and a throw back to first. Would have been close, but Spixka wasn't able to squeeze it. It's now a 2-2 count. Digging in is Izzy Roll for the fifth pitch of the at-bat. That one misses high, works the count to full. Standing on first is Violet Hort for Milaca. Full count. Runner on first, nobody out. Lydia Allen gets ready for the full count. The set, the wind, the pitch. Grounder to second base. Grabbing it, Kaylee Foote goes to second, got her. Rude to first, just a tad late. And reaching on the fielder's choice at first base is McKenna Knorr. Good play by the middle infield to at least get their runner at second there. Runner on first with 1 out. Runner on first is now Izzy Roll, and digging into the plate, the lefty, the left fielder, McKenna Knorr. First pitch strike, Lydia Allen getting ahead. Oh, 1 count for the lefty, McKenna Knorr. The set from Lydia, the pitch. Skied up out of play. Going to be an 0-2 count. Lydia Allen with 1 strikeout each of the first 4 innings. She's walked 2 batters, both walks coming in the first inning. She's really found her rhythm since. 0-2 count. Swing, and it's going to go to Rude. Right over the glove of Rude, and that is a single for McKenna Knorr. Moves Izzy Roll over to second base, and it's now 1 out with 2 runners on for Milaca. Just the 3rd hit given up of the game by Lydia Allen. Maddie Gothman steps up, the shortstop for Milaca. One of the bright spots in the first game for Milaca. Had a stand-up RBI triple in game number 1. 2 runners on, 1 out. First pitch swing, and that's slapped along the right field line, and it goes foul. Maddie Gotham falls behind, 0-1. Digging in is Maddie Gotham, asking for time. Taps the plate, points the bat, and gets into her stance. The 0-1. Backs her off the plate, misses. 1-1 count. 2 runners on, 1 out here in the bottom or top of the 5th. I'm all thrown off on the doubleheader. Patriots the road team, but playing as the home team here. Foul goes out of play along the first baseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Addie Gotham. Lydia Allen had 68 pitches heading into this inning. 2 runners on, 1 out, 1-2 count. Here it comes from Allen. Swing, and it's a slow roller to Spixka. She's going to step on the bag for the second out of the inning. It's a ground out, but both runners do move from second to third. Annabelle Gotham stepping in, the center fielder. Oh for 2 on the day. Runners on second and third with 2 down. Pitch misses low. 1-0 is the count. The set, the wind, the pitch, chasing the high stuff. It's a grounder, gets past the glove of June Rude. It's going to be an RBI single for Annabelle Gotham. Second hit of the inning. First run played at home for Milaca. Runners now on the corners with 2 outs, and in steps Morgan Noir. Towing the rubber is Lydia Allen, and digging in, Morgan Noir. The first pitch to Noir. Chases the high. Cheddar, 0-1 is the count. Avery Gore throwing it back down to third base. Oh, 0-1 count. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Pequot Lakes leading Milaca 6-1 here in the top of the 5th. The 0-1 count. High. Steal second base. They just let her go. Runners now on second and third with 2 outs. The set, the pitch. Right down the pipe for a strike. 0-2, this is the count. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Lydia Allen looking to work out of the jam with both runners in scoring position. The 0-2 count from Allen. Misses high.
Here we go, Lydia. Here we go.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Lydia Allen stepping up. You can expect the heat. 1-2 count. Fastball, fouled straight back. The count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here we go, kid.
Oh, a pitch. I don't know what was wrong with that one. It looked like it could have been strike 3. Might have been just a tad bit high. Avery Gore taps her chest plate. She thinks that her frame is what kept that from being a strike. She took the blame. I don't know if that was the case. But catchers are often the leaders in the diamond. No surprise. 2-2 count for Noor. Swings that skied straight up towards my radio equipment. That's going to stay in play and caught by the third baseman, Haley Bankston, to end the inning. The Milaca Wolves bring home their first run. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left on base, and Lydia Allen working out of that jam is your focus play of the game, brought to you by Pequot and Cross Lake Eye Center. Pequot and Cross Lake Eye Center is your local eye care provider where convenience and excellence meet. Contact Dr. Tide Waddell. Stay in focus with healthy eyes and good eyesight. Make your appointment today at PequotEyeCenter.com. Your score heading to the bottom of the 5th, Pequot Lake 6, Milaca Wolves 1 on the Schaefer's Foods scoreboard. Schaefer's Foods in Nisswa has been family owned and operated since 1914, proudly serving the Lakes area for 4 generations. Schaefer's values old-time traditional service, including carry-out service to your vehicle. Schaefer's Foods in Nisswa. 6-1 lead for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Claire Foote is going to be the leadoff hitter. Foote 0 for 1 on the day, reached safely, later scored in the first inning on a walk. Reached safely on a walk. First pitch misses high. It's a 1-0 count for Claire Foote to get things started here in the home half of the 5th inning. And another ball, 2 balls, no strikes. The wind from Haukus, the pitch, that one rolls over. It's a 3-0 count for Claire Foote. Foote looking to work her second walk of the game. The 3-0, Foote watches it go over her head. She reaches safely on the walk. 5 total walks given up by Hannah Haukus through 4 full innings of work. And in steps the designated hitter, the cleanup hitter, Taya Osland. First pitch for Osland. Swings and she rifles that one to left field. Settling under it and squeezing it is McKenna Knorr. And getting back safely was Claire Foote on the fly out. 1 on, 1 out for Avery Gore. Gore 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Gore waiting to get a call from her third base coach. She does, and she now digs in. Claire Foote on first base with 1 out. Avery Gore swings at the first pitch she sees, skied up towards the first baseman, out of play, and making the basket catch at first base was Milaca. Playing first base is Ellie Schendel. In steps Emma Spixka, runner on first, 2 outs. First pitch swinging, skies it straight back, 0-1 count. Spixka, the lefty, digs in for the 0-1. The set, the wind, the pitch, and that is a line drive single to left center field. Heading to third base is Claire Foote, and make that a double. Emma Spixka make that 3 for 3 on the day with a double right there. Lydia Allen with a chance to get herself some insurance runs, as she is also the pitcher here today, batting in the 7th hole. 0 for 2 on the day. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. First pitch skips across the dirt. 1-0 is the count. The pitch misses high. Catcher threw it back to third. Close play, but safe at third. 2-0 is the count for Lydia Allen. Opportunity to get an RBI here. Here comes the 2-0 from Haukus. And that one is hit to third base on the hot corner. It gets to left field. That's going to bring home 2. RBI single, bringing home 2 runs for Lydia Allen. And on the pass ball, she gets all the way to third. Second hit of the game for the Patriots, and Lydia gets herself some insurance. Pequot Lakes extends their lead 8-1. Allen on third, and in steps Emmy Sullivan, the right fielder. 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. First pitch for Emmy. Skips across the dirt, and stealing home on the pass ball, Lydia Allen, to plate home another run. 3 runs plated at home this inning for Pequot Lakes. The 1-0 for Emmy Sullivan. Nobody on, 2 outs. That one goes just below the knee for a ball. Good eye. 2 balls, no strikes, and a 9-1 lead for the Patriots. Third ball skips across the dirt. Hauck is starting to lose command. 5 total walks for Hauckes. Three 0 count for Emmy Sullivan. The set to pitch. That one right down the middle. 3 balls and a strike. Haley Bankston in the on-deck circle. She's 1 for 1 on the day with 2 walks. And there's a walk for Emmy Sullivan. Six total walks given up now by Hauckes. Runner on first, 2 outs for Haley Bankston. Set. Misses high, stealing second. Standing up on the steal was Emmy Sullivan. Balling it up into the outfield. She was thinking about trying to get third, but she held off. Center fielder got to it rather quickly. Runner now on second base. 2 outs for Bankston. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing, fouls it straight back. Hannah Hauckes works the count back to her favor. 1 ball, 1 strike. The set, the pitch, rolled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bankston with a runner on second, no outs. Digging in. Here's the 2-1 from Hauckes, or the 1-2 rather. That one misses way high. Big secondary lead, caught in between. Now heading back to second base is Sullivan, keeping him honest. 9-1 Patriots lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Bankston settles in for the 2-2 from Hauckes. Swing and rifles that one all barrel to left field. Rounding third, heading home, Claire Foote, and she gets in safely, and it's an RBI double for Haley Bankston.
Good job, Haley. All right, here we go, Bugs.
4th run brought home by Pequot Lakes on 3 total hits and counting. June Rude stepping up to the plate now. Opportunity for an RBI with Bankston on second, 2 outs. 10-1 Patriots lead. Rude jumps on the first one right down the third baseline. That's going to be an RBI double for June Rude, scoring Haley Bankston. Another hit, another run for the Patriots as June Rude hits a double. And that is officially going to be the game with the 10-run rule as your final. Pequot Lakes.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 43 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. And online at schruppexcavating.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
More big news from Wides Major Appliance in Brainerd. Wides announces a new line to offer you. Now, stop in to see the incredible line of appliances from Speed Queen. Speed Queens are tested to last 25 years, offers warranties up to 7 years parts and labor, and is the recommended brand by most service people. With Speed Queen and Crosley, plus service, parts, and used appliances, Wides is your one-stop appliance shop for major appliances without the major price. See Wides Major Appliance on Oak Street in Brainerd.
Merritt Jewelers is your hometown jeweler in Pequot Lakes. If you're looking for something new, need a repair, want a custom-made piece, or transitioning old to new, you know you can trust Merritt Jewelers, where all work is done on site. Merritt Jewelers, Front Street, Pequot Lakes.
Go Patriots and Lightning from MCL, a Lakes area landscape fixture for over 25 years. Big enough to do the job, small enough to care. MCL, mows, contracting, and landscaping at Breezy Point. Contact MCL for all your landscaping needs.
For the best pizza in town year-round, head to Joe's Pizza in Pequot Lakes. Feast on fantastic pizza, amazing calzones, pasta salads, and more. Hit up Joe's Pizza to dine in for pickup, takeout, or have it delivered. Open 11 to 8 Monday through Thursday and open until 9 Friday and Saturday. Joe's Pizza on Front Street in Pequot Lakes. 218-568-4770. Joe's Pizza proudly supports coverage of the Patriots and Lightning, and they wish the kids and coaches the best.
Welcome back to the post-game show. Pequot Lakes sweeps the doubleheader here in Milaca. Game number 1, 17-2. Game number 2, 11-1. Let's dive right into our post-game awards, starting with the Enbridge I Bring the Energy Player of the Game, of course, brought to you by Enbridge, and it is none other than June Rude, the heart and soul, one of the senior leaders of this team, leadoff hitter, shortstop. She was struggling a little bit in the field this second game, but made it up with her bat, and she's so aggressive on the base paths. Every facet of the game, she made her mark. She is your Enbridge I Bring the Energy Player of the Game. And for our other award, it was tough to choose. So many Patriots were firing on all cylinders. But we do have our big deal player. But before we get to that, I want to remind you that the big deal player of the game is brought to you by Atwater Chevrolet GMC in Aiken, Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products in Brainerd, Wides Major Appliance in Brainerd, Matson Lumber in Nisswa, Dondelinger Automotive in Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Tykes Carpet Castle in Brainerd, Hills Auto and Tinting Solutions in Baxter, and Lydia Allen, who had a really good bat in the 7-hole for the Patriots. She had a good glove in left or at second base in the first game, and then she took the hill and was throwing gas, fastball after fastball, keeping Milaca uncomfortable the entire time. Lydia Allen striking out 4 total batters, giving up just 1 run on 4 hits in game number 2, and Lydia Allen is your big deal player of the game. The Pequot Lakes Patriots came into today 6-6. They hadn't gotten above 500 yet this season, and then they leave the Milaca softball field with a record of 8 wins and 6 losses. Great job and a good day's work for the Pequot Lakes Patriots, taking care of business, sweeping the Milaca Wolves. Milaca still searching for that first win as they move to a record of 0 wins, 16 losses, and that is going to do it for the doubleheader here in Milaca. Time to head back to the beautiful Lakes area in what I call God's country. Thanks for hanging out today. Pequot Lakes Patriots taking care of business. So long, everybody.